welcome to Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. I'm Steve Swatt with the Sacramento Report. In the next few minutes, we're going to get a Democrat's view of the new state budget. My guest is Steve Fox from Palmdale, a member of the State Assembly. Thanks very much for being with us.
My pleasure, but I don't know that it's the Democrats' view, but the people's view of doing the best for our state.
Okay, I'll buy that. That's fine. So let me ask you, a Democrat individual, what do you think of the new state budget? It does seem to be to some degree, a compromise between legislative Democrats and the governor on many issues, right?
Well, on many issues, but there's competing interests, and actually there's a lot of good things that took place. I look at a budget as kind of threefold. We're trying to figure out how to maintain the good services we're providing through the years, and that would be through a rainy day fund. We're putting away $5 billion in a rainy day fund for if something happens again. We're looking to increase that by 10 billion. And when there are going to be spikes in revenue that we don't expect, and they go to 1.5% of our budget, half of that will go towards the rainy day fund, and half of that will be towards helping us buy down our current wall of debt. Right. Again, debt increases more that you end up owing on the interest. So one part is the rainy day fund, one part is paying down debt, and the other third part, which is very important, is we've suffered a lot over the last few years as far as our programs. So now what we're going to do is we're going to reinstate some of those programs and enhance some of those programs, especially in the areas of education and jobs.
Well, let me ask you about reinstating, not necessarily enhancing, but reinstating programs. Is that sustainable over the long term? Because a lot of the budget, certainly the surplus, is based on increased tax revenue that's temporary.
Well, we know that Prop 30 has a limited lifespan, and I think that's why we're putting the rainy day fund there to maintain. And it's my hope we can find other sources of revenue. I think the real answer is making the pie bigger, finding ways to bring business to California. That's why we have money for the enterprise zone. And the enterprise zone now gives a tax credit for businesses for hiring new people in those zones, and gives the governor the ability to go to another state and bring businesses to California and offer them a tax credit. I've suggested to his GoBiz department that you go to existing businesses in our state and you say, I know you have components of your business in another state, bring that here. We'll give you more of a tax credit. And they've agreed with me. So I think the real goal here is to increase the size of the pie by bringing business to California.
I want to talk about another issue that it's a budget issue. It doesn't come up a lot, and I know you were very much concerned about it during the budget negotiations, and that's trial court funding. And it's been an ongoing dispute really between the court system and the governor, who's been a little bit stingy. Do you think there's some extra money in there for trial courts? Do you think there's enough?
There's $221 million. Access to justice is important. Justice delayed is justice denied. We have reinstated, but statewide we've cut 51 courthouses out. We have courts in my Antelope Valley that could still be used and built in. We're short in judges, especially in San Bernardino County. I think it needs more, but this not only kept it going, but increased it $221 million. $40 million went for capital improvements. A number of the courts need rehabbing and additional courtrooms. So this is a start in the right direction. But again, the governor, and I have to commend him, is being responsible and conservative and doing things over a long-term basis. He's not spending the money all at once. He's saying, let's think this through. Another area I'm very concerned with is education. And last year's budget gave $300 million towards the colleges.
Okay. And we got more toward the universities this year. So.
Yes, we did. And we were also able to give more money to reduce the size of the classrooms for secondary as well.
All right. Steve Fox, thank you very much. Talking about the upcoming budget, we appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And thanks to our viewers also for watching Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. We'll see you next time.